Yeah, sandwiches are pretty cool, but how come you can't put bread in the middle? Oh, hey, class. Listen, uh, I'm sorry I can't be there today as I've been called into the building to set up for in person learning next week. But for today, I want to give everyone an opportunity for some creative writing. And I'm really not happy that I can't be here till I explain it or take questions or help. But trust that you can do this however you feel like and really take this as an opportunity to be creative. So if you're not sure, follow your heart. Okay. So today we're going to focus on something called the hero's journey. Raise your hand if you've heard of that. I can't see your hand. Okay. So here's something you can look at that I'll put on Google Classroom. It's a chart that shows the different steps in the hero's journey, and you can use this for planning if you'd like. Generally, it starts off with a character in an ordinary world, maybe an ordinary person with an ordinary life, who is then called to adventure in some way and forced to step out of this person's comfort zone to go off on a quest of some kind. And so, in your story, who is this person and why are they being driven away from their home? What's the force pulling them or pushing them away? Often, the hero refuses the call, does not want to go, but then gets pulled in anyway. By the way, you can use as many of these elements as you can. If there's one or two that doesn't work for you, leave it out of your story. Often during the story, there's a meeting with a mentor, a person who helps give them wisdom or understanding. They cross the first threshold. The hero leaves the point of no return, where it's like another moment where they can choose to turn back or they're on this mission for good. And along the way, they have tests, they gain allies, they meet enemies, and have all sorts of adventures that affect their character and build their character up. So over and over again, the character tries, almost fails, but makes it, gets through ordeals, maybe eventually leading to a life or death moment, and eventually earns a reward for their work, which they bring home to their society, making their original home a better place, safe. And the hero returns changed with new knowledge or understanding or abilities back to their home. Now you can rewatch this again to watch my pretty quick explanation, but there's also a link in the lesson for an explanation of all of these. And if you scroll down on the page, there are examples from famous literature, from mythology like the Odyssey and Beowulf, but also movies such as Lilo and Stitch. The hero's journey is everywhere, and it's been used throughout stories and throughout films forever. So odds are you've seen this before. Come up with your own, adapt a story you know. And here's something we're going to do in the true LACS style is do this your way. Do you want to write a traditional short story? Go for it. Would you like to write an epic poem? Okay. Write and record a song? Yes. And what else could you do? This is covered up. This is what else could you do? Is there some other way you can express writing and story? I'm listening. No, I'm not. Anyway, once again, I know this is all being thrown at you on the fly, and there are a lot of written instructions. You can watch this video and pause it, but also know that have some fun doing some writing. And this is all just a way to inspire you, to give you something to start with. Great writing is descriptive, shows and doesn't necessarily tell. Show us the action. Show us what someone's up to. Don't say someone is sad. Show that they're upset, and the story will come across well. I hope you guys have some fun writing and turn in your pieces when you're done on Google Classroom. Have an excellent weekend, and I will see some of you in person on Monday. The rest of you I'll see virtually. Thanks, everybody.